Mr. Bogren.
Good morning, Chairman Crapo, Ranking Member Brown, and members of the committee. I'm here today representing the more than 1,400 members of the Community Transportation Association of America, or CTAA, and we appreciate this important opportunity to discuss our views on surface transportation reauthorization. CTA's membership is comprised of transportation providers in smaller cities, in rural and tribal communities, and with those providing specialized services to older adults, people with disabilities, veterans, and those providing non-emergency medical transportation trips. To briefly summarize our reauthorization priorities, our membership has told us that it needs funding stability and growth in surface transportation reauthorization, along with common sense regulatory reform. And because our members operate buses and vans, increasing dedicated bus and bus facilities capital has been a priority, and we've certainly appreciated the support from the Senate in recent appropriations that have boosted those funds. The reauthorization of the FAST Act is a prime opportunity for Congress to make the nation's surface transportation system more responsive to the American people. Public and community transportation will play a vital role in doing this by keeping our growing population of older adults active, healthy, and aging in place, by connecting Americans of all ages with increasingly transportation-dependent outpatient and therapeutic healthcare services, by taking millions of Americans to and from work and education every day, by easing congestion in traffic-snarled urban areas, and connecting increasingly regional rural areas. CTA members will help meet these objectives by deploying new technologies and operational strategies to make public and community transportation more customer-friendly, efficient, and cost-effective, by taking a value-based approach to the importance of public and community transportation that looks beyond ridership and instead focuses on the economic activities that take place after our passengers leave the bus, by building partnerships with the public and private sectors predicated on economic impacts and outcomes, and by uniting the full collection of transit providers in a community into a responsive network that includes both traditional fixed-route services and new on-demand mobility. To meet these goals, we need stable, predictable investment from the traditional federal, state, local partnership that has built the current network. We're going to need new investment programs that take into account new ways of serving passengers, new metrics of success like cost savings and cost avoidance in the healthcare industry, land values, emission reductions, and we're going to need right-sized regulations for smaller operators, where we can maintain accessibility, safety, and quality while providing these systems room to grow. You know, it's one thing to discuss issues of policy, investment, and regulation today, but we mustn't forget that public and community transportation is a people business, and that the trips CTA members provide all across the country every day are really a lifeline. Here's an example. This past fall in rural Petersburg, West Virginia, a passenger on one of our member systems began to cry after having been safely boarded on a Potomac Valley Transit Authority bus. After composing herself, she told the driver that she'd been confined to her house for years, only able to leave for medical appointments, and the system's new Ready Ride on-demand service in a rural area allowed her to go independently to the store, hair appointments, the bank. As they began the trip, she started to cry again, and she told the driver she realized how much she'd missed seeing the color of the leaves in eastern West Virginia. It is these kind of trips that make CTA members unique. Reauthorization is an important opportunity to better support these community and public transportation providers who are selflessly serving their communities, keeping our growing populations active, and connecting Americans with critical services. I'm really happy to be here today and look forward to the discussion that will ensue. Thank you.
Thank you very much.